Hi Year 4, we are going to continue to be scientists today. So yesterday we discovered that loud sound can in fact damage our ear or our ears, and Super Rock Soundwave taught us that the sound wave travels from the sound source to our ears and into our brain, but on that journey it can actually damage part of our ear. And there's different parts of the ear that it can damage, and we look particularly at the inner ear where it damages the hair cells. Okay, so through the song we found out that this could be a permanent, which means forever, or temporary, which means that it will eventually go, damage. So what might that damage be? Well, it might sound a bit muffled, so it might sound a bit like you've got cotton wool or something in your ears. You might find it really tricky to understand what people are saying because you can't hear them very well. Or it could result in a ringing sound, maybe, or a high-pitched noise in your ear, or you're feeling like your ear needs to pop. And this might happen after being exposed to one very loud sound or repeatedly being around loud sounds. It could go on for hours, it could go on for days, it could go on forever. Repeatedly being exposed to loud noises or being exposed to a really loud sound may result in you losing your hearing permanently. Super Rock Soundwave is going to tell you some more information. Enjoy.
It's me, Super Rock Soundwave, and I am back to teach you that even though things like rock sound awesome or other loud noises, we need to be careful and protect our ears. So we're going to find out when it might be important to protect your ears, but also how are you going to protect your ears? You are going to investigate that today. So let me help you start thinking about it. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
If you're in a noisy place and can't hear your friend, this outing you're on needs to end. Protect your ears. If someone can hear sound from your headphone, turn down the sound without a moan. Protect your ears. Noisy engines, machinery, power tools, etc. You need something over your ears as a protector. Protect your ears. At a concert or near a big loud speaker, move away so sound going to your ear becomes weaker. Protect your ears. So our key question is, how can we protect our ears from loud sound? Now, we could walk away from the loud sound, leave the place where it is happening. We could turn down music if it is up to us and we have that choice. But there are circumstances where people can't. And you would have seen that from Super Rock Soundwave. So I want you to have a think about today ways in which we can reduce the loudness. Okay, so how can we protect our ears by reducing the loudness? Well, one way of doing that is wearing something over your ears to protect them. And I want you to do a little test today, a science test. I would like you to think about what materials would absorb sound. So when I talk about absorb, if you think about a sponge and if you think about liquid going into that sponge, so if I pour some water on it, the fact that this sponge is very, very good, this material is good at absorbing a lot of the water, so a lot of the water will get soaked in there, and if I pour it through, it's not all going to come out. So we need to think about materials that will absorb that sound, so that when the sound wave comes from the sound source, all of it is not going to get into our ear towards our brain. Some of it is going to be absorbed. So I want you to think about what materials that you have in the house that you could test this with. And you are going to collect lots of different materials, and then you are going to predict. So which one do you think would be the best material for absorbing the sound wave? Okay, and then you are going to have a go at trying to test it. And you're going to have a go at thinking, it's important in science to make sure it's a fair test. So you might pick up a material and think about how far away you're going to stand away from the sound source. Your sound source might be someone talking to you. It could be music playing from a speaker or music playing from a musical instrument. It just has to be a noise. So think about how far you're going to be standing away, and then putting the material over one ear or two ears if you can, and then somebody or something making that noise, and then you're going to choose a different material, and then you'll stand away from it again, trying to stand the same amount of distance to make it fair, and then have a go at putting that over there, over your ears, and see which material you think is the best material at absorbing the sound so that the sound is reduced. So good luck with the task. Go use your gem powers, particularly your diamond power now. Go be responsible for your learning and gather things that you need and have a really good go. Off you go.